Hello and happy Friday. I was just sitting down to do my goals and I've been trying to ignore my intuition all morning because it's been telling me I need to do videos. And I don't know about you guys, but doing videos are like probably the least favorite. I'm getting better at them, but when I had to go through my hell and back, I was public in people's faces with real estate to, I don't want you to see me because I'm going through hell and dealing with my husband missing and on the news and all of that kind of crap, to now I have to be seen again. So I didn't realize that was a thing and that I was hiding until they push you to do videos and you find yourself fighting it. So I don't know why, but they're wanting me to talk about this year. This year. It's been a crazy freaking year, right? Well, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I have a gift that came in. It came in for the last few, well, like 6 to 8 years, but it came in hot this year. And we don't choose it. We don't choose to be an empath. We don't choose to see things. We don't choose to just know things. And especially with me, my gift is tapping into, if anybody knows what the Akashic records are, or pretty much your like past, future, present, and shit that's holding you back. Yeah, I can tap into that, which the Akashic records, FYI, is now a proven scientific fact. And I can put a link in the comments below that scientists have now proven, even though Albert Einstein and Tesla and all of them like brought it up and tried to prove it, it was kind of hidden. But it makes me wonder why. I don't know if it's just because they don't know how. Honestly, I think it's because they're trying to hide it. But the Akashic records are pretty much the history of mankind and every person's pieces to their puzzle, life lessons, everything, karma, everything. So if that's there and they have proven that you can hit it at a certain frequency, people can tap into that. That means we were taught wrong. That means energy, because we're all energy. That's a proven fact too. And what's going to happen when I'm saying this for most people? Your body like reacts and wants to fight against anything that I am telling you because we were taught differently. We were taught that energy is the woo-woo crap and all that stuff. And we were also taught to believe in scientific evidence. So now that it is scientifically proven, but if you really think about it, if you believe in God or anything, you can't see, touch, or anything that. So in the 1900s, they switched our world over to scientifically proven with evidence only. So now that we have evidence that energy, we are energy, everything is energy, everything is atoms, everything vibrates at a certain level. That means when you walk into a room, you need to be accountable for your energy that you are bringing into that room. Because I know you know what I'm talking about. When you walk into a room and you feel that like, whoa, you just walked into something, that's the energy in a room. When you're having a really shitty day and you bring that to your workspace or you bring it home with you, that is you not being responsible for the energy you bring into a room. Because then you are now changing the energy that was happy and bringing your drama with it. So what they originally wanted me to talk about today was this year, we had a lot of shifts in stuff that we were taught to not look into, like astrology, planetary alignments, all of that, which before this year, I didn't really dig into much. Like I read my horoscope and stuff like that, but I didn't dig into the knowing of who, what, where, why, when, what each one meant, what it affected. Because once I learned about the energy and that we're all energy, meaning our thoughts, because I learned actually at KW and doing all of that and The Secret, those were all like life altering things for me that taught me that my mindset and what I thought about, I brought about. because you manifest it. The difference is when you have road rage and all of that, when you're on your way to work and all of that, and you think that now it's going to be a shitty day, you are so powerful with your mind that that is the world you are creating for the rest of your day. You are creating your reality. So, why I'm sitting down to do goals? Because setting my day up, setting my year up with goal planning, doing dream boards, all of that, that takes any of the little shit that happens out of my focus. Because I know every day I am taking baby steps to the bigger focus that I am focusing on. We were meant to create a map, meaning we were meant to dream our crazy ass dreams. We were meant to dig deep to figure out how we get there. We were meant to focus on that, on our yearly, 5-year, 10-year, whatever goals. We were meant to be able to focus on that, to be able to have the little steps that we do daily, which means everything else falls away because I know no matter what, I was taking big, baby, whatever steps towards my dreams, my goals. So everything else is just noise. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't shift my perspective. It doesn't change my world. It doesn't change my gratitude. It doesn't change the magical life that I have. Anything that's going on with the presidential elections and people being angry and all of that, it doesn't change who I am, what I believe in, and what I'm fighting for. If you don't have a map for you, you are changing daily based upon your surroundings. You are giving your control away. You are giving your power away. If you don't have a map that you know you deserve with your dreams, Spirit, God, Gaia, whatever, because we're energy, they can't help you attract in what you're trying to dream for. Because when I have a focus of my big dream, I know that all day long, I get little tiny gifts that show me how to get to that are people that don't even know why they reached out, that happen to be the key to the next thing I was waiting for because I asked for it. I'm asking daily for the next step on how to get me there. I'm paying attention and being present. I am making sure that my thoughts align with where I'm going, because your dreams and where you are right now, there's a gap. Meaning you've got to do lessons, growing, learning, all of that stuff, purging people, purging places, things, relationships, whatever, to get to that. So you can't be the same person that you are right here and expect to hit that dream. And I think that is the part that frustrates people. They give up on fighting for their dreams. But if you know that you have to learn how to be that person to get your dream, I know that I have hell moments and hard lessons that I'm going to be learning in the middle. If you think about it this way, it's like an abused woman leaving an abusive relationship. She dreamed of that magical relationship that she's going to find, right? But here's the magical, here's the abusive. She's not going to magically end up with the next person being that magical person. She has to learn the lessons through relationships and meeting people to stand her ground and learn her self-worth and her self-love and all of that to bridge that gap. If you know you have to bridge the gap to your dreams, you are always knowing that everything is happening for you. Everything is happening for you for a reason, to get you to your purpose. Because if we're energy, all we're doing is lining up with that dream in that map. If you don't have the map though, if you don't take the time yearly, weekly to figure out your goals and budgets and everything, to be in control of your world and know which direction you are going and your intentions for the day, you are literally just kind of like blindly floating around. You are letting anything shift you. You are letting a bad day at work control your day and affect that whole day is based on that. And we were taught that. It's not our fault. We were taught that. Our parents were taught that. They were taught not to dream, not to rock the boat, not to do any of that. That it was literally you find a good paying job and you like stick to it and you like grow up through the ranks and all of that, and you don't dream impossible and you could never be an artist because that doesn't make money. All of that crap. And that's all wrong. That is all wrong. Because if anything, I am a seeker of truth. So when this year started happening, the planetary alignment shifting into Aquarius, which is the seeker of truth. So if you resonate with a Lightworker Starseed, anything like that, those are people that have been feeling a pull for something bigger and better. You've been feeling a call to do something more in this world. You have been questioning your beliefs on certain levels. You all of a sudden can't hang out with certain people anymore because they drive you crazy. All of a sudden, the ones that you could just ignore, now you want to speak up and speak your truth. You probably have all of a sudden lotions and things you've used your whole life. All of a sudden now your skin's too dry and this and that. Your dreams are probably crazy. I had to go through like rashes because when you're ascending, meaning your frequency is changing because you are learning lessons and growing. I started getting rashes and everything when I was around people that weren't doing their work, that they were literally just miserable and victims. We all know those people, victims that don't want any help. They just want to sit in their misery and complain about it daily. I don't get to be around those people anymore. My body will literally react. And unless I want to be covered in a rash and itchy and everything, I get the hell out. I claim me. I choose me. I get the hell out. So if your body has been being weird, if all of a sudden, like for me, I used the same hair dye for like 20 years. All of a sudden, my body would not let me. It would literally break out every part of me for months. So by the time my body was done, like dealing with the last time I dyed it, it was already way past the time of me dyeing it again. I've had to relearn food. I've had to figure out, and the rash started with almost like they're little tiny bumps and you think they're almost like zits, but you start getting them all over. And what that is, which is a proven fact, you can look up your pineal gland, which is your third eye, which is also your intuition source, which is also many other things, but it is your guidance system. Everything in our food, everything in our world right now is meant to calcify that. And so when you start changing your frequency, your body is actually cleaning out your pineal gland. And a calcification of your pineal gland is actually what is Alzheimer's, which is, and many, many other diseases and stuff, because it is our internal guidance system. So think about it, like if people wanted us to stay small, wanted us to be their worker bees and not dream big, you think they would create stuff that would actually cover that internal guidance system up so that when it starts happening, we feel like we're going crazy, we feel depressed, we feel all of that, and then they put us on meds that numb it? Digging into a lot of that, that's kind of what I found. Same thing with the science being there, but nobody's tying it back in to actually teach our children so that we don't keep perpetuating the same crap. But if you've been feeling that call this year, if you have been all of a sudden not wanting to hang out with certain people, all of a sudden your dreams are different, your body's changing, your thoughts are different, you're wanting to dig deep and learn different things about yourself. When this happened to me, it was before the whole planetary alignment and everything crazy like COVID. This was when my husband started losing it, but it was because he thought he was losing me. He felt me changing. He felt me growing, and he knew that he couldn't keep up. He knew that he was not on the same wavelength anymore. So he started hitting his own internal battles, his own internal self-worth. So any of you ladies that are married, or even men that are married, you probably now all of a sudden have a partner that wants to poke the bear all the time. They're constantly making it our fault. They're constantly, things that used to never be an issue all of a sudden are an issue. and you don't even know who the person is anymore, because that's a mirror that they're mirroring back at you, because they don't know who you are anymore. And if you feel crazy like I did, you can't really explain it well. So if you feel any of those things, know you're not alone. It's actually happening on a massive scale for lots and lots of people. And the universe is wanting us to actually, like, you know, take care of ourselves now, start putting balance back in our life, start treating ourselves better, because we can't love or help anyone unless we love and help ourselves first. So this whole like making you know that you have to do something bigger, all of that, the push, the call, the everything that you feel, that happened all the way to the point of me fighting it completely, because I had just rebranded my business and all of that and was ready, because I love real estate. And now I've had to leverage a lot of it out, because we've been birthing a whole new baby. We have, which is now official actually, and we're working on angel investors and final pieces to the puzzle before we do a actual launch, and we can tell you guys lots more about it. But we have a business and we have a charity, because Whole Hearts believes that like the wise were supposed to build pillars in the community to give back to the community, to connect with the community. Every time, you know, money is made, it's given back to help grow everybody else up. It's like all of our, you know, huge business CEOs, all of that kind of stuff. It's almost like we believe that you're meant to put the ladder down for everybody else to climb up. So that's what we've been creating and birthing. So right now we are looking for angel investors. That's one of the things we're working on. Wholesalers, distributors, any kind of people that have products or gifts and you have your own businesses, we're adding those to the network for people. Charities, that other charities that need to be attached into a network so that you have access to resources, we also need those. And then anybody that has a dream, invention, a pull to do something bigger and better, and you just don't know where to start and what to do with it, that's literally what we're going to be doing, is helping you birth those dreams, joint ventures, all of it, and then almost have like a Shark Tank panel of investors to finance them. But it also takes you doing your work to have that dream match up with your frequency and your energy now, and we help you actually fix the gap. So anybody that feels crazy because you have a gift and you know that we never asked for it, but we do have to honor it. If you want any kind of sanity, at least I realize that. If I want sleep and I'm told I need to apologize to somebody is getting a video at freaking midnight, because I like my sleep. I'm over trying to hide it. It is who I am. And I was always crazy anyways. Now it's just on a lot bigger scale. And it's not crazy, it's magical is what I had to start calling it, because it is an amazing freaking gift. To be able to help people achieve their dreams, I just now realized that I wasn't meant to do it in just real estate. My brain sees solutions on massive scales. My brain sees the problems that are internal in ourselves that are holding us back from our dreams. So I literally am able to create a map. And we have coaching programs and all of that to be able to help with the map to get you from point A to point B. I'm able to connect you to the network of all of the discounted wholesalers, distributors, and everything for your joint venture when you're done and ready. And that is what me and Cody have been birthing. And we have known that we were supposed to do it for like, well, we've known our whole life that we were supposed to be doing something of massive scale. Last 3 years, we've been able to like slowly put the dictionary that's been coming into my head into like actual pieces to the puzzle. So that we will be launching soon, and we would love anybody who wants to participate. If you do resonate with Lightworker, Starseed, anything like that, if you are just a person who wants to be part of an amazing network, eventually we want to roll it out worldwide. But the charity is where I'm able to come up with all these ideas and inventions, which that's what my brain does, solutions on massive scales to help change our world. They don't make massive amounts of money, but we take the money from here to actually create the inventions, the solutions, the things that people are not willing to do in our government to make change actually happen in our world, communities, education systems, food systems, homeless, affordable housing, you name it, it's on my list. And for anybody that knows me, I've come up with amazing ideas my entire life, amazing solutions my entire life, but I would have had to pull my focus from something else to do it. So now, anything I can think of, any problem that comes up, any invention and creation that comes into our world that's amazing that will help is what we are going to create. And that is so exciting for me. That to have nothing holding me back from any idea and invention that will help our world, no person's ego, nothing, that is pure bliss. So it did take me actually accepting the crazy that I felt in the moment to being a little bit even crazier and abnormal than I already was, but I really think normal is totally boring. So you guys can stay normal if you want to. All of that, my schedule, everything is all depicted now based on what spirit, guidance system, God, Gaia, whatever you want to call it, Akashic records, all of it, guiding me to who I need to reach out to, what I need to do, all of it. If I have people call me that are not part of that plan that day, do you want to know what happens? It won't even let me answer. It'll transfer it to someone else on the team. It'll hang up in the middle of a call. It won't send the text that I'm trying to send. So I have finally surrendered over that I know what's happening when that happens. So I give up and go back to what I was meant to be doing in the first place. No distractions. So apparently I was supposed to just ramble pieces of my crazy today and fight that whole being seen thing, because that's been my lesson. I don't get to hide and be a hermit anymore, because that's not my story anymore. My story was I lost my husband. My story was that I didn't want to be in front of the public eye and all of that. But now I know my story now is meant to help people not feel alone, not feel crazy, give them the avenues to be able to birth that amazing idea that they have no idea where to start with. All of those things teamed up with an amazing network and tribe that will help you, back you, support you as we help try and slowly change the world. Because really, one person can make a difference, and they lied and told us we couldn't. So instead, we're going to prove that we can, because I love proving people wrong with the impossible. That's always been my happy place, and now it just gets to be on a much bigger scale that makes me happy. So happy Friday, everybody. Love you all. And if you guys ever need anything, guidance, want to know more about the Akashic Records, want to know how you can be part of the network, all of that kind of stuff before we roll stuff out, just message me. And me or Cody can get you some information over while we're finishing the final pieces. Have an amazing weekend, guys. Bye.